here in Crieff, the Scottish Heavyweight Championships. Stone, metal and wood thrown for distance, height and style. But this year, they need a brand new caber.
There's long been a link between the land and traditional sports here in Scotland. I've come to the Drummond estate in search of the perfect tree. Now, there are a lot of trees on this estate, but only one is worthy of becoming the new caber to be tossed at this year's Highland Games.
The Games began more than 1,000 years ago, when chieftains sought the strongest, fastest and fittest to represent their clan. Contests of power and skill that continue to this day in a festival of sport, music, dancing and, of course, caber tossing. To find the raw materials for this year's new caber, I'm heading beyond the castle gardens and into the forest with Ian Stewart, the chairman of the Crieff Highland Gathering.
Ian, tell me about the Games. Because a lot of the things that happen in Highland Games are actually to do with the land, aren't they? It all comes from nature.
Exactly. It's all about this. As far as the caber's concerned, it's all about a tree. We tend to use a Scots pine. Every year it's always a Scots pine.
And that brings us to why we're here, because you're in need of a new caber.
We are. We've always been at the forefront at Crieff of new ideas for the game circuit. But we developed back in 1994 what we term a challenge caber, longer, heavier. And of course, it carried with it the biggest caber prize in the world of £1,000.
But only the top 3 heavyweight champions are allowed to try their luck with it.
That prize remained unclaimed until last year when our Scottish heavyweight champion, Scott Ryder, managed the perfect throw. And of course, that's why we're here today, is that we feel a new tree, a new caber, longer and heavier still, will be the challenge that's required.
Choosing the more challenging challenge caber is forester Norman O'Neill. David Taylor's the joiner who will turn it from trunk to caber. They're also both directors of the Crieff Gathering, so they know what they're looking for.
So Norman, why this one? What makes this tree cabery?
The old challenge caber was 20 foot and 3 inches, and so what we're looking for here is to start off by trying to identify one that's about 22 feet long.
The last one was a challenge. This is going to be a bigger challenge, no question.
And that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
David, you're going to turn the tree into a caber.
We're going to take probably a good 1.5 inch off this, so it'll come down to about 8.5 inches at the heavy end, and it'll be tapered up to 3.5 inches at the light end, which is the end, obviously, that the guys have in their hands.
So all we've got to do now is fell it.
That's it, yeah.
Let's go stand somewhere else.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah. One caber.
But the skill in choosing a caber is nothing in comparison with tossing it. If anyone's got the remotest chance of teaching me, it's local champion David Coltart. I wouldn't place any bets just yet. I can't even move the old challenge caber.
This one it's ridiculous. My eye is drawn to this little tiddly one here. What's that?
That'll be a nice one to practice on to start with to get the technique.
What's the secret here?
Need a lot of strength, obviously, but also a lot of skill to toss it over. So not necessarily the strongest guy can toss the caber. It's the one with the most technique, skill and timing.
Can anyone do it?
Anyone can try. Yeah. Run in a straight line and then flick it end over end. And if you lose control, just let it go so it doesn't hurt you.
Okay. All right, imagine.
Right, flick it over. Just throw it over. There you go.
Surprisingly, not bad for a first attempt.
So miraculously, that's landed pointing that way.
Yeah.
Does that matter?
That's perfect, yeah. What you do is toss it on an imaginary clock face. So 12 o'clock is straight away from you and that's perfect. What you do is, if it goes to the side a little bit, he'll judge it on minutes past or 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah.
Comfortable. You run forward.
Wibble, 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 wibble.
Spot on. Perfect.
Oh, that's the worst one I've done. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Despite that one, I'm feeling brave or foolish enough to challenge David.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first inaugural Countryfile Caber Tossing Championship.
Dressed in their judging finery, Ian, David and Norman are back to adjudicate. I really am underdressed for this, aren't I?
Who's in the lead currently?
Currently, you're leading at 12:05. David was at 7 minutes past 12.
Yep, that's a perfect throw. Absolutely spot on.
So is that it? Game over?
No, you can still draw.
Oh, that was a good throw.
Yes, I have to say that's another perfect throw. Absolutely spot on.
Agreed.
With one perfect throw each, it's a tie.
I am ridiculously chuffed, actually.
In a series of special films, we're spending time with a team of rural vets and seeing what it takes to look after our livestock in the harshest